party people. Welcome back to Tapestry. It is so good to be back, and a happy new year to you guys. My name is Antoinette and I am your host. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe, you like, share, and also make sure you comment in the comments section. Today I have some lovely ladies in the studios. Hey ladies.
Hey guys.
My name is Karen.
My name is Nana.
My name is Sophia.
Welcome, ladies. It's so good to have you today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So we're talking about friendships. How do you guys maintain your friendships? If you want to start.
The way I maintain my friendships is communication is key. And like if I notice like things are changing, I want to talk about it, because if we don't talk about it, we'll like all have our own things and things can start to stress us out, and we might end up just like drifting apart because of it.
I agree also that communicating is also very important. Like making plans to meet every now and then, even in like your busy schedule, making time for the people like you want to make time for is important in maintaining friendships.
Yeah, I agree. Communication is key, because like there could be like a situation and you don't know what the other person's thinking, so like you just have to communicate about it and try to understand each other. So.
And also like understanding each other. Like everybody has different perspectives and like their views in life and values, so you also have to find some understanding in the communication that goes on between both or a group.
Okay. So how many of you have friendships that have lasted for like more than like some years, maybe 5 years might be too much, or
that's too
like
much.
How many? Okay. How many of you have like long standing like relationships or friendships?
My longest was
so it's no more.
I mean, is I still love her. It's 3 years. I honestly thought like my child like best friend will like last longer, but because I moved, it kind of like made we had less communication going on because I didn't have a phone and I wasn't going out that much, so we didn't have no time to hang out or talk, so we kind of like drew apart. So yeah. But
so
my longest is 3 years.
3 years. And you guys are still like kicking it, like still talking.
Yeah, I love her.
That's good. How about you, Ifka?
My longest is 7 years.
Oh.
But I would say now we don't talk as often as we used to as much because we're just like really busy. But whenever like we see each other, it's like we just met yesterday. So
And the vibe is still there.
yeah.
I love those type of friendships.
It's good. How about
Like
you,
boundaries.
Mine is 2, just because like I lost contact with like everyone I used to be friends with because I didn't have a phone too. So yeah.
So we blame the phone situation, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we even move forward, how do you guys like choose a friend? I know some people will say like based on maybe things that you guys like your morals, or sometimes because you meet in the same class and then you end up being friends. So Karen, how do you choose your friends?
I choose my friends based on the vibe. Like I feel like we're connecting. We basically have the same interest. Like, but I mostly try to find friends that like have a relationship with God, because I feel like that's
good.
something I'm trying to work on. So if I get someone around me that's like godly, it will like help with my relationship with God. So yeah,
That's good.
How I choose my friends, like when I first meet them, it's always based on chemistry, and if it's not chemistry, I have to get to know you more in the span of time, because usually when I click with people, is the way I click with people is by laughing. I love people with a sense of humor where I can be dying on the floor, crying in tears and laughter, and those are honestly the people I like to keep around, because I know like in the times where I feel like down, I know if I'm around them, like I'm always smiling, I'm always laughing. And yes, like they should have like the quality or character of always being there for me even when I'm sad, and like advise me and stuff. But laughter has a way of making me happy and like forgetting everything else. So choosing those friends like helped me a lot. And when I come across somebody who also has like a relationship with God, like I immediately be like, yeah, we're friends. I need more Christian friends. Like, I literally pray every day for Christian friends so I can connect with, have a Bible study with, and just have fellowship with, because in the word it says when 3 or more are gathered, like the presence of God is with us. Like, even though we ourselves are the church, like it's better to have fellowship with other people to see like their perspective and understand the word, so that you can probably like apply that in your life too
and grow more. That's good.
I feel like for me, mine's in 2 steps, because it's meeting them and actually choosing them are 2 different things. Like, I just go up to people. I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, girl, like, you're pretty. Like, let's be friends, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
You just walk up to people like, hey.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I'm just like, oh, we in the same class. Like, you want to study together? Let's study. So I just, like, do that. And then, like, once I get to know the person and I see where their values at and if we have things in common, then I'm like, okay, maybe, like, I want to explore this friendship more, or I need to cut back because I know, like, we don't really align. And, like, you also watch how their behavior is when they see how you are as a person. So, yeah.
So how long do you take to, like, you know, observe, like, you know, to figure out, okay, this person is a good person to keep around? Like, how long, how many weeks, how many months? Hopefully not too long, but.
My favorite number is 3. So it's either 3 weeks, 3 days, or 3 months.
Not 3 years.
Not 3 years, though. Not 3 years. Not 3 years. But yeah.
3 weeks.
3 decades.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. Usually, like, if I have, like, the ability to meet them, like, okay, let's say I'm making a friend online. That's, like, 3 weeks before, like, I have to see you in person so I can see what you like in person. Because, you know, some people hide behind the phone and, like, you don't know how they actually are. So, like, me and them, like, after 3 weeks to see, like, oh, I can, like, trust them a little bit. Now I want to see, like, if I can trust you fully. And then, like, if, like, I met them in person, probably like 3 days or 3 months.
You can tell right from the spot.
Yes.
I think for me, I definitely learned, like, if me in, like, high school versus now, I was very trusting, you know? I was like, oh, you know, I, like, see the good in people, and, like, I had to learn that quickly. So when I got to college, I was like, I'm gonna make sure I don't end up in the same situation. So, like, I would say, like, 2 months, I'll know for sure. But I definitely will watch. Because a lot of people don't make it past, like, the first 2 weeks. Or make it past the 3rd week, even.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they put on an act. Like, they even say in college, like, the first semester, after that, you'll know who your friends are.
Yeah,
that's true.
People are faking it the whole time because they're trying to make friends.
Yeah, the first week, like, welcome week, like, you obviously, like, as a freshman, you want to find friends. You want to find the group that you want to be in and stay in. So, like, a lot of people will put, like, a fake front until, like, you're in that group. You realize, like, what kind of person they are. And that's when you have to reevaluate, like, what you thought and figure out where you want to be in life. Because bad company corrupts good morals. So you have to be careful who you surround with. And that's the lesson, like, I learned in college.
How about you, Karen?
I just become friends with them. I don't know. Like, you just, I don't know. I feel like I just know. I don't know.
You just know.
Intuition.
Yeah.
Like, you can feel it.
Gotta listen to it.
Like, you just know.
I click, like, like, if we're, like, black, I click more with them faster than I would with people who are other races, because I, like, have more, like, things to talk about with them, like, more things to relate about, like, like, more jokes like that won't, like, really hurt each other. Like, we can just talk about being black and laugh about it. It'll be cool. But if I was to talk about it with someone who's not black, they won't be like, and if they laugh, it'll be like, why are you laughing about that? Like,
you should not be laughing.
I think also like the red flags are a big one. You definitely have to watch, because like you could trauma bond with somebody and then like later on you find out like hold on,
it's true. Like once you grow up, you're like, why was I friends with you? And that's a real thing.
This is like a random story time, but like,
go ahead. We love story time.
This one girl, I was like, I told her that, like, she was my friend. Like, I knew her from middle school, but we never talked till high school. When we had a class, we just like kicked off. And this one time, I just told her that like her eyeliner doesn't look good, and she blocked me. I'm just trying to help you. So I was like, okay. Even though she tried
I'm just trying to help
She tried to follow me back again, and I'm like, nah. If that's something you get mad at, I don't know what else you get mad at.
Like, how long were you friends before you told her that?
No, she asked me, does it look good? And it didn't, so I had to say,
wow, definitely believe
she
people.
asked for it. Like,
I mean, you were being honest.
yeah, she blocked me, man.
Wow.
But she tried to follow me back, and I'm like, no, I don't think I want to be friends with you. So, like, yeah.
Believe people when they show you who they really are the first time.
Wow, that's too harsh. Like, just no.
It shows, like, if they can't handle constructive criticism, like, later down the line, if it's, like, deeper and something big happens, you're trying to advise them not to go down that path, it can just cause a huge argument.
Right. They'll try to think you're trying to be controlling, like, well, I'm just giving you my opinion.
Always on my downfall.
Yeah, that's a red flag. So you said you've been in a friendship for like 3 years, Nana?
Yes.
You said. So how have you managed to, apart from communication, because I know that as we grow, like, you know, our behaviors change, like the things that we like, sometimes it changes. So how has that, let me rephrase it. How has that, like, your friendship has been able to, like, stand the test of time, basically?
So she goes to a different college and I go to a different college. Like, we don't talk that much, but we have, like, the random, like, text. Like one day I'll be like, hey, and then she says hey, and then we start the whole conversation, and then oops, and then we probably be like sending each other TikToks. Like, usually that's how it starts nowadays.
Okay.
Like, we want to start a conversation, you put on like a TikTok or something, or you send like a weird image, and then like they just like hop off on it. But like, yeah, we just send either like each other TikToks, or like we just do random heys. And like, me and her are alike because we're weird, and when weird people come together, weirdness happens, and it's just fun and funny. So yeah, that's how we were able to maintain. Like, well, we were in high school, it was different, but like in college it's like also different.
Different.
Yeah.
But you guys still have that vibe.
Yeah, always.
Okay. How about you, Ifya? Like, how have you been able to, like...
I mean, in the beginning, because we went to school together, so we would see each other on the bus. We actually lived like maybe like a block away from each other, and like, you know, African household, not allowed to go out or not allowed to go over to their house. You know, we would hang out at the school playground or something. You know, just talk on the phone. And then by then, finally, I was allowed to hang out with them at my house and at their house. And then when I moved, like, that was a new obstacle, but like, she still came over. I still like went over. She'll invite me to things, and like sometimes we'll just text and be like, oh, what's up? Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, everything's been good. I think I like the relationships where you don't have to talk every day to keep a friendship, because when you get older, it's a lot more work and time. Because like,
true.
Even my closest relationship right now is at school and college. Like, she like graduated, she's only a year older than me, and she's working now, and like, I don't see her as often as I would used to. And so like, literally we just text, and then like I'll call her once in a while, and we'll be still like, I just met you yesterday, we just went out, you know. So
I feel like if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. It will just like keep going. So yeah, that's how.
I mean, I agree with that, but I also feel like you have to like invest and be intentional.
Yeah, both of y'all have to.
I don't want my wedding to be empty. I want it to be full.
Because like, once you get older, sometimes like even going out is a headache.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I like to stay in and Netflix and chill.
You know,
yeah. By the end of the week, my room is like, oh, let's go out. Everybody else is like, can we stay in? Can we stay in? But I think also it's what you guys talk about in your friendship that makes or breaks it. Because like with my closest friends, we talk about our future, our goals and everything. And then the friends that are just there really, they want something to talk about recently, and that's when they cause drama, and that friendship never lasts, of course. So
I think the reason why like I've been able to also maintain my friendship with my friend that's been for 3 years is because I know she's not in any drama, and I know she's not going to get into any drama because I know what kind of person she is, and I always surround myself with people who are like not involved in drama, and because of that, it's kept me out of a lot of trouble in high school. And I don't really think there's any problem in college either because it's a big campus. But, you know, sometimes, like, I don't know. The college advices that I got before I went to college, like, yeah, if you do this, like, this will spread real fast. But I don't know because I'm not going to do anything crazy. So,
yeah,
nothing's going to spread. But, yeah.
Funny thing, like my friend I'm really close to now, she told me when she met me, she thought I was reserved. And like it was funny because I'm like the extrovert, and I guess when I came to college I was more like intentional with like the friends I made. I wanted to make sure like this is a relationship that's gonna last me, I'm investing into. So she was like, yeah, you just seem so reserved. When I got to know you, opened up more. I was like, wow, really? I never heard that one before.
Yeah, so like how do you guys kind of forgot the question.
Take your time.
My mind just went blank. But in terms of friend groups, like do you guys currently have like friend groups of like maybe 3 people, 4 people, 5 people? If you do, how does that work?
I have a friend group of 7, but basically it's kind of broken down to 4.
I mean, 7 that's a lot.
Including me, so it's like 6 basically. But it's kind of broken down to 4 because like the girls, the 4 people, like I already knew them, and we did like the same activities, and I had like most of my classes with them, and because one of them I literally had like all my classes with her. So I got closer with her, even though one of them introduced me to her. I got closer to her. So yeah, that's...
So how do you talk to, like, are you close with every single person in that group?
I would say that, but like there's like people that I'm closer to. Like there's this one person that I'll go to like before I go to like tell the other people. So yeah.
So like if... I'm just trying to figure out, because I always know that in friend groups that there's always one person that you're always closest to, right? And it's like... Do you guys talk about everything? Everything. Yeah, like we're able to talk about goals, like, and we kind of have similar goals. Like, she wants to be in the medical field, I want to be in there. So like, we're helping each other, like motivating each other to like, even get like there. So secrets and stuff. You know what I mean? Not really secrets. It's just that we're closer, but we don't have like something that we talk about everyone like the other group. Yeah. Okay. How about you, Nana?
I think I forgot the question. Is it about maintaining like friend groups?
Like as she said, like she has like what 6, 7 people in the friend group. Yeah. How does that work? If you're in one right now, like how do you guys make it work?
So I have 2 different friend groups. One of them was the first group is the first group like I had the first week of college that I formed, and they're mostly girls. So I don't really know how to describe it, but like I know it's broken down to like where each person has like that one person like they can go to. I know we have like that one person we can go to, even though sometimes she's busy. We still go to her and talk to her. And then I have a second group, which is bigger than the first group. My first group I think is like 7. Actually, it's 3. It's 3 groups.
You have 3 different groups.
It's 3 different groups. Okay, because this is
numbers. Like how many?
Okay, the main one. Okay,
she likes 3.
Hold on. Listen. Okay, so like we made like a sorority, like a frat thing, like a frat name. It's called the SLBU.
What does that stand for?
I don't want to disclose. So
that's when you know it's trouble.
So like, okay, we have a group where that started the SLBU. So like the 6 of us, right? And then we had the SLBU, which is like 13 of us, right? And then I have another group who is full of Africans, and it's called the Hillybillies.
Y'all come up with that name, bro.
I'm sure it's you. I'm sure you.
No, it was not me. Cause listen, cause it was called something else, and then one of our friends almost got in trouble because they thought he was racist, but he wasn't racist. It's like the name, but it's whatever. Wow. But like everybody, like in each group, I know like I have that one person I can go to talk to, that I'm close with. But yeah.
Wow, you must be very busy then.
Not really. I like to stay in my dorm and chill. And if I want to hang out with them, I text them, what are you doing?
Okay, so like, do they all know each other? Like the 3 different groups?
So, the first group was the one I like started the first semester with. I only knew my roommate. The other one was just like brand new people. Like I've never met them. That we clicked very fast. And then the second group that came from the first group was just more added people, but it has like more guys in it. So those were groups that we met on the way or like by mutuals. And like, because I remember like we'd be studying and then my friend like, hey, like we went to the same like high school, and I'm like, oh, you know them? And then we started talking to them more, and then they started talking to us, and then joined, and then we all hang out, and it was fun. And they're like, oh, you guys are cool, we should just put you guys together and call you the SLBU. And yeah.
And you're still not disclosing the name, the meaning of the name?
No.
It's supposed to be a frat. It's supposed to be a
Just
frat
know
name?
the U is university.
The B black.
I feel like it's black. Yeah.
No, these are not
Like
black.
Sigma something.
No, it's Sigma like.
Okay.
So
Maybe off camera we can talk about that.
yeah, we can do that. What's it called? Yeah. And then the third group is full of Africans. They know each other. Like most of them all went to like high school together, or like they're close friends. So I'm kind of new in that group. But yeah.
Isn't there like drama in the group?
The only drama was in like the first main group. It wasn't like a huge thing that really affected us. It was just like, you know,
like a little argument, something.
not arguments, just disagreements.
Disagreement. Nothing
Yeah.
got escalated. Like no hand throwing hands.
Oh no. Why were you doing that in college? First of all, like
At your big age.
like if you want to do that, go to a
Big
boxing ring. Yeah, no arguments, no drama. Like we, usually, like with my African group, we just talk about African things and try speaking Tree and learning about other cultures and just like planning like events for the future and just talking about our goals. Like and the SLBU, we don't really talk like that. We sometimes it's like random, like if we want to hang out, we're like, oh, we should all hang out. And then the one that I started college with, it's every now and then that we hang out. So yeah.
See. Interesting. What about you, Ifia?
For me, my school is small, so like I guess you can say I have a friend group. But the people in my friend group, like most of them don't believe in friend groups, which is funny because like we're in one. But I guess it works because then we realize like we know why most people don't believe in friend groups because of like the situations that go down, and we are an odd number now. But it doesn't affect us at all. Because, you know, sometimes it'd be like that 5 group, the 2 people are partners, and the off person to the side, almost going off to the road and everything in the back. So, and I feel like, yeah, I'm closer to some people in that group than others, I guess. That's just because, like, we're black, African, so, like, I guess I'm more closer with them in terms of that. And then I'm roommates with one of them also. And then one girl, we call her, like, our 5th roommate because she's always over. And so, we all get closer. But I feel like I'm close to everybody in a certain way because I have a club with one person, well, 2 people now because I told her to join and everything. So I feel like for us, it's very mutual. I don't think we really are like distant with each other.
So do you guys feel like the friends that you have right now, like looking into the future, will you still have them around?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
I literally told them, like, my first group, I'm like, you're learning African dances for the wedding. Like, I don't care. Like, I literally told my friend, like, we got to work on your steps because we are not finna come to the wedding looking like that. No.
We'd be like, okay, as the bridesmaids and everything, you know, dancing is a requirement. We'd be teaching them how to do, like, Jerusalem and how to do, like, leg work and all that stuff, Azonto. So...
Me being in high school, I feel like we say that, but we're gonna drift apart. Like, I feel like I'll be close with like 1 or 2 people, but it's like high schoolers before like everyone's gonna go to different colleges.
Yeah, when I left high school, I left with like 2 friends.
Wow.
I cut everybody off.
Yeah.
Well, I was like
2 solid friends. Like, no, I'm cool with like everybody else. Like I knew in high school, but like leaving like who I was really close with was 2 people. I was very kept to myself.
Mine is
I
0.
didn't like talking like that.
Really?
Unless I was like doing like an interview.
I find that surprising. But
No. Unless I was doing like a YouTube video, like interview, that's when I'm like approaching people like, can I interview you? That's when I was like talking. But like talking about like my life and my goals and stuff, it was stuck between like just 2 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So talking about cutting people off, have you ever cut off a friend and why?
Yes.
The story I told. Yeah.
No.
No, ever?
Usually it's just like dies down.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like silence is always the best way to cut somebody off. It's just like, don't say anything. Like, if they want to talk to you, let them talk to you. If you see like you're putting too much into the friendship and they're not putting any input into it, just remain quiet. And if you know, like, you told them multiple times, like, about like certain stuff and they're still doing it, just quietly leave. Silence.
Yeah, cutting off would be that's my definition as well. Like, for me, I was in like a 4-year battle, honestly, when I think about it. It's just like there were signs, and of course I was like, you know, there's good people, forgive, you know, I'm forgetting, but I remember forgive, but put some boundaries in there, you know.
That's true.
But I feel like by senior year I just realized, like, okay, like, enough is enough. The person's gaslighting me into this.
Yeah, that's not healthy.
And so I was just like, and I know, like, I put a lot into it, and it doesn't get reciprocated. Like, I don't even hang out with these people after school and things like that. So I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna, like, distance myself. Some start talking to me again. Like, we'll see each other if we ever, like, run into each other, or just some type of school event that we go as alumni, or to see, like, the underclassmen we know really close, and we'll say hi. But, like, it's not. It's just...
Wait, can I make a correction just in case I send a link to my Instagram story and people are like, wait, I thought I was your friend. Actually, I didn't leave with 2. They're like, I'll say 5. I'll say 5. Wow. I'll say 5. I left 5. But I left with 5. I'm sorry. I love you too. Yeah.
Okay, so talking about friends. So in your friend groups, do you have guys, or is just girls? The silence. Okay. Let's talk about that.
I feel like, okay, it's easier to make girlfriends, but I feel like harder to maintain because there could be drama. Like, girls, they'll be like, hey, and hate each other for so long. And then, like, with guys, I think it's just harder because more, I guess, like, the gender barriers and all that stuff. On top of that, like, you don't know the guy's intention. A lot of them, they look at you, they're not really, like, trying to be your friend, you know?
And they always want
something.
You know,
I mean, they're
here for a
also
mission.
that, but I feel like there are also guys
who
actually are just, like friends.
Yeah.
But, like, the majority ruined it. Like, it makes you, like...
Because... Yeah. Like, when I met my friends and everything, we're like, okay, let's, like, try to add guys, you know, different perspectives and everything. Like, all the guys would meet at first, it was just time after time, just showing us. And then, like, the recent one liked my friend, and he tried to introduce me to, like, a guy.
Oh my gosh.
My friend couldn't go to the date because we were like, I wasn't gonna go by myself, and he was like, we're not going. She wants us to go home. This and that. Trying to convince me to go by myself. I'm just like, no. And, like, we ended up cutting that off because funny thing is, we were like looking, because my friend works at the gym, right? And we were just sitting in the gym, and we're looking at his picture because, like, the scanning thing, and we're like, oh, I hope he's, like, a good guy. Like, he's really good. Imagine if he's bad. And then later on,
he was like, bad.
Yeah. So it was just so funny how everything turned out. And actually, I'm, like, friends with this one guy, and, like, he's actually a genuinely, like, good person, which shocked me because I was kind of wary. I was like, I don't know. But he's actually a good guy, and he's actually friends with the other guy, which is so funny. But sometimes I don't understand his friends because it's just, like, different from him and then everybody else. But, yeah, I think it's definitely harder to make guy friends.
Okay. I know you have something to say. Go ahead.
So, for my OG group, I think it was the first day we were all officially hanging out. One guy came in, ruined the whole... He didn't ruin it. He just didn't know he was ruining it.
How did he
ruin it? He was unaware that he was doing something. And because of that, like, the whole group was just, like, iffy about everything. It was like, just because we brought one guy.
What did he do?
He didn't know that he was doing it, but like one of the girls like liked him. And he was unaware that she liked him, and then it just turned into something else. And I was just like, but you know, it is what it is. Still cool with them. Just sometimes, like, advice: do not date within your friend group. Like, don't do that. It ruins the vibes.
Well, that's true.
It ruins the
It does
vibes.
ruin I mean, sometimes it just happens.
I feel like
but-
you need time under your belt to be able to date in that friend group. Because if it's like,
if you know you're gonna last like a long time, like
Yeah,
yeah,
you're gonna marry them, you
If
know?
you know, like you don't.
how can you guarantee that you
Like, if you know you have commitment issues, if you have commitment issues, like
don't leave them on.
you're just saying, well, high school, college, like, how do you know?
Like,
anything can happen.
I feel like definitely if y'all are friends for 1 year, 2 years, there is no reason why y'all jumping into the relationship in the friend group. First of all, I feel like unless like you both have like good values and it's obvious that like if y'all were to date, it's not gonna cause an issue. And even let's say you break up, God forbid, you guys would still be friends in a way, because I know the whole ex thing, but like the friend group will still be able to survive. It's not going to be awkward or something. Like, some people are able to do that, but other people, they're going to be like, you're on their side? I thought you were my friend.
Yeah,
like, I
some
think
people
we're
make
friends.
it awkward,
And then
you decide whether it's awkward.
And now it's like you can't invite that one person because then it's gonna be awkward if they're both there, and that's the whole issue. You know what I mean? So it really just depends on how they are and how long you've been. Because like I feel like if they are like not ready for commitment, but they've been friends for like 5, 10 years and everything, and most likely they would date, it probably would work out. Or if it didn't work out, it'd probably be fine because they've been friends for so long. You know?
Oh, is it easier if, let's say, they were already dating before they came into the friend group?
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I like
That's your problem.
Yeah.
it doesn't break anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, but most of the time, like, I
That's
feel
unlikely,
like
though.
I wouldn't, like, especially depending on who you meet first, you wouldn't want to befriend, like, the partner. Because if it gets messy, now you're playing, like, Dr. Phil or something. So.
But it's like you're kind of forced to, like, be friends.
Because these guys are hanging out all the time.
Yeah.
You might as well.
But then sometimes, it depends on the friend group. I feel like if it's, like, both genders, then yeah, go ahead. But, if it's majority more of another gender and like you're trying to be friends with them, sometimes it's like the partner should like allow them to be friends, you know, like don't worry, like you gotta have that trust that they can go out and hang out, because some people in relationships be like, you with these people, I guess we're friends with them too, you know, where you going, where you at?
Yeah.
So
There's some trust issues going on.
and then they're texting you like, where did they go, do you know where they were?
How am I supposed to know?
Like,
But having like guy friends in a group, like it's fun, it's cool.
They're
as long
funny.
as like you know like their intention. Like I can tell a guy's intention. Like, are you really trying to be my friend, or do you want something? Like, what do you want? And let's keep it moving. So let me just say no and just like keep it moving.
Just tell me right
But
now.
like the guy friends I've made so far, like they're all genuine, they're all nice, they're all driven. I like how they are with like their schoolwork and all that. Some of them are very good at chemistry. I really need people like that.
apparently, like for guys, in the first 10 minutes they can tell which box they're gonna put you in. So,
well, that's for guys, I guess.
Yeah, y'all do your own theory.
So talking about guys, like, do you guys believe that you can have a guy bestie and just remain besties? And
I think so. Okay, everyone else is like, nah.
I personally can, but like I've seen people.
Like, I definitely know, like, if I were to date somebody, they're gonna be my best friend, right? But if it's a guy, especially if I know, like, I see you as that, I'm gonna make sure I maintain it like that. Because if I start catching feelings, sometimes I realize I gotta reevaluate the situation. But I feel like it's possible, because some people are like, oh, what y'all doing together is like relationships. I'm like, but we don't have relationship intent. Because if it was a relationship, we would have set this up properly, you know? I probably would have been paying for it. But like, you know, so I think it's possible. It's just that it's the intentions on both sides, and you know your boundaries. You know what's friendship and what's not.
I've never had a guy best friend. I like to keep my distance from guys.
Me too.
I don't know. I like to keep my I'm not scared of them. It's just like I just don't like them getting too close. I like me too much, so I like to keep them like at a COVID distance.
6 feet apart.
Yeah, I don't.
Is there like an experience in the past?
I don't think it's experience.
Okay.
It's just a personal thing. I just don't like them getting too close to me, unless the only time you can get close to me if I actually like you.
Like in terms of like how, like what do you mean like?
Not friendship wise, crush wise.
Oh, okay. So,
Well, yeah, crush wise.
so in terms of friends, like you can't get too close.
Friends like boundaries, but like bestie is like
Because I mean, I've seen it happen, like bestie, like girl, guy, and then, well, again, boundaries and
boundaries. I feel like
once you guys start getting to know each other more, and like you just start catching feelings. So like, I just wouldn't have a guy best friend.
I think in this society, in this world, like most likely they will end up with the best friend. They might say
That's
like
the love story trope,
Which is nice. I mean, if it happens. why
yeah,
not?
but like that's I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like
I don't know how to go with the guy best friend. If it happens, cool.
I mean,
if it doesn't, cool too.
Okay.
like again, like I just go up and say hi to everybody, like, you know. So like I'm cool with being friends with them. It just depends on the other side how they feel, if they're okay with being friends with the girl or not. And I feel like I think you can still maintain that relationship without having to, because it just depends on what you're doing that could be considering your
That's
date.
true.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather find a guy bestie that treats like it's like a brother, like an actual brother,
Yeah.
not like brother.
So someone like older, or I mean, either way, it could be older or the
Either.
same age.
Yeah.
I feel like best way to make, like, if it was a friendship for sure, it's either they're older than you by a couple of years or they're younger than you. Because if they're older than me by a couple of
Yeah.
years, I'm like, you know, we're
Is
not
there a
even-
possibility?
Yeah, but like we're not really in the same. And I feel like most time it would never work out. And if they're younger than me, I'm like, nah, because I don't know.
and they
first-
start catching feelings for you, which becomes really weird.
Oh,
But, okay.
right. I didn't think of it that. I mean,
I think I can maintain a guy. I think I can maintain a guy best friend. Like I think like I have like that friend like boundary mindset. Like people say I get friend vibes every time a guy comes to me. They give me like sometimes like you're like a
You're
sister.
friendly.
I'm like, yeah, cool, bet. Because I thought the same thing too.
but then she said like if they catch feelings. I forgot about that because like most times the girls will see you as like just a friend. But
yeah.
the guy, they can catch feelings. So now it's
Quickly.
like, and imagine
You think guys catch feelings
I think
quickly?
both ways.
yeah.
It goes
But I'm
both
just
ways,
saying, like, if it goes the
honestly.
other way, and then they tell you their feelings, now you're like, oh,
It becomes weird, and you guys are not friends
there are
anymore.
people who are mature about it and like could like
yeah. I would take the mature route and make sure, like, yeah, like I wouldn't say I'm flattered because I feel like that's so rude to say in the moment. But I'd be like, oh, I understand your feelings and everything, and I want to be honest and truth with you. Like, honestly, me personally, like, I don't like you in that type of way. Like, I see you as this and things like that, and I hope that doesn't affect us. And like, I definitely probably should give them space to like think about everything because sometimes they might not be able to do it because it's too hard for them, you know.
yeah.
But unless they're fighting for the love, then that's a whole different story.
Yeah, that might be too much.
Yeah, because now it's like, okay, we can't be considered as friends if you want to go down that route. Now you have to pursue me. So
What about you, Nana? If that happens, like
Wait, what happened?
the
If
guy catches feelings,
Oh,
your guy friend or best friend,
and
Either
he
way.
can't look past you just being friends anymore.
do you cut him off or?
Like, I'm
Let-
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Wait, why am I sorry? Wait, should I be sorry?
Nah, no, because you
Sorry,
never.
but to make it
You shouldn't say that because you know
Oh,
that people.
okay. I'm joking, guys. I'm not like that. I would just let them down gently.
What route will you take? That mature route or like?
Oh, obviously I'm mature at. Like, I'm not gonna be like, bye. Like, no. I feel like that's too rude.
Yes.
But then what if they're like, you know,
They
like,
keep like persistent.
and then now you have to kind of like, you can't be friends. Would you allow them
Restraining
to
order.
pursue you?
restraining order.
Wait, please, like
911,
Leave me alone.
Go get him.
You've been served.
Honestly, I would again leave in silence. Like, maybe like isolate myself somewhere.
Oh no, I don't think that's the mature route.
Because I feel like if you were friends for that long,
Like, I don't know like what to
really
say.
depends,
Like,
'cause if
I don't like hurting people's feelings. So
I mean,
it's just like
about being
it hu-
honest.
I know, but like sometimes like so they're like, oh, it's your fault that this happened. Like, no, it's not.
I understand too, but if it was the other way around, you would want to.
Yeah.
You know.
I would just say that. I would just honestly say that I'm sorry. I don't feel the same way. We can be friends if you like, but if that's too hard for you, then we can, part our
Stay
ways.
away. How about
But you would
Karen?
never even
Same
consider it
thing.
anymore if you want to pursue you, because y'all have been friends for so long. Like,
Why are you making the question harder?
I was like, no way.
I'm like, we already have something good going. Like, we shouldn't,
Why do you
like,
mess it up?
expect? We should like. I already like our friendship as it is, and
Okay.
I don't think it can go any past that. I'm sorry.
Okay, so any last thoughts on friendships? Any advice you give to anybody in a friend group right now, trying to part out?
To part out. So there's this verse. We're gonna go
To the Bible.
I actually was talking about it today. Deuteronomy chapter 9, verse. Where is it? Is it 7? Okay, it's Deuteronomy chapter 9, verse 4. It says, once the Lord your God has driven them out before you, do not think to yourself, it's because I'm righteous that the Lord brought me into this possessed land. It is instead because of these nations' wickedness that the Lord is removing them before you. So my advice is that you may think, oh, I'm lonely. What am I doing wrong? Why is this happening to me? Like, I've been nice all this time. But just know, like, that's where patience has to be, like, come into play when it comes to your relationship with God. Like, he's driving people out of your life for a reason. You don't know what kind of things they're planning behind your back. You don't know what path you're on, but God knows something. Like, God has a blessing for you. He has possessed a land, a promised land, specifically for you. And those friends were there for a reason, to prepare you for, like, the next level you're about to get into. So when God drives them out, do not give CPR to things God is killing, because he's killing them off for a reason. So stop trying to bring them back.
Okay.
That's a good word.
That was a good one. That's a good one.
Thank you.
What about you, Ifya?
I would say, 2 things. 1, don't invite yourself, because if they wanted you there, they would have invited you. And then 2, it's like that intuition, you know? If you feel like you're on the outside, you probably are on the outside. So you should reevaluate that for sure, you know? And if you better show these people, like, if this is how, like, you know, they, like, treat you a certain way, you let them know, like, hey, I don't like being treated like that. Because if they realize that they can treat you like this and you don't react in a way or something like that, then they're gonna be like, keep doing that, and everybody thinks it's cool and cause the issue. So yeah,
That's good. What about you, Karen?
I would say they should match your energy. If they're not, like, putting in there for you, put it in, just leave.
Just leave.
Another thing I also want to add is to also learn how to be friends with yourself. Being your own friend also helps.
Yourself.
Like, not relying always on people, always being around people. Learn to, you know, go on dates with yourself, Netflix and chill by yourself, go on walks by yourself, learn to love yourself and be your own friend. And also know that God is also your friend. Like, you could talk to him too. Like, things that you go through in silence, God knows how to interpret those words into those, like, tears and those moments where you didn't want to say anything. God can interpret those into words, and he's gonna work something for your good.
Yeah. And that's so true, because I feel like a lot of people, you know, continue to be in friend groups because they don't love themselves and they don't like to be around themselves. And so they will stay in those unhealthy places just because, you know, just want to be around people.
loneliness.
Exactly. So definitely love yourself. And if you know you're not in the right place,
And, like, when people say, like, learn to be alone, it doesn't mean, like, oh, you're alone in your room and you just do stuff to distract you. You gotta, like, actually, like, sit down with yourself and really evaluate where you are.
Yeah. And get to know who you are and love who you are.
You can do the little Mary Jane sticky notes, and, like, write some affirmations to help you
Journal.
That's good. Well, that was a good conversation, ladies. Thank you again for coming.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And that's a wrap on Tapestry. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We will see you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.